Most people think that Bay Area's luxury scene ends at Atherton and Los Altos, but let me tell you something, it does not. What if I told you that the real hidden gem is just 45 minutes away and it's actually ranked in the top 0.5% of the richest neighborhoods in the entire US? South Livermore is where wealthy Bay Area millionaires are quietly staking their claim. Think vineyard views, luxury estates, gated communities, rolling hills, all for a third of the cost. And I'm about to show you why that's actually all about to change. Let me just start by saying that Livermore isn't just wealthy. It is actually in the 0.5% wealthiest neighborhoods in the US. But what makes it stand out though is its privacy and authentic vibe, something that places like Atherton, quite frankly, lost a long time ago. And get this, 72% of people living in Livermore are executives, managers, or some other high-level professional. So you're basically around a bunch of like-minded professionals that enjoy crushing it professionally, but also enjoy living life. It's pretty cool. And here's some more numbers for you. 97% of the homes in South Livermore are owner-occupied. So people are buying them and living in them and putting down serious roots here. It's a higher percentage than almost any other wealthy neighborhood you'll see throughout the Bay Area. And what's particularly attractive about South Livermore is that almost all the single-family detached homes, 99.4% to be exact, are large homes with 4 to 6 bedrooms over 3,000 square feet. But here's the insider secret that the luxury buyers are discovering. Most of the homes in South Livermore are not only large in size, they sit on large lots, many of them with views of vineyards or rolling hills. So you get that privacy, a large lot, and views that you simply can't find anywhere else. It's getting harder and harder to find properties like this. So if you're looking for a 5,000 square foot plus home that sits on 2 acres of land in Atherton or somewhere else in the Bay Area, you'd be looking at $15 million easily. In Livermore, you're looking at less than half of that. It's pretty amazing what you can get out here for the money. And now, would you be surprised if I told you that many of the homes in these exclusive neighborhoods don't have HOAs, even though you get that feel where the community all runs seamlessly together and everything's well kept and well taken care of? Truly, you're saving thousands and thousands of dollars every year, and you still have the perks of communities that people take pride in their homes. But the number one question I get asked by most luxury buyers is, isn't South Livermore so far away from everything? And that's one of the biggest misconceptions I hear. Livermore actually isn't that far away from many other places in the Bay Area. And South Livermore itself is actually strategically located for other Bay Area cities or Bay Area commuters, but I'll get to the accessibility part in just a minute. If you're liking and enjoying this content, please subscribe and follow. I share tons of videos all about Livermore and the Tri-Valley, market updates, and exciting new things happening. You don't want to miss out. Now, can you imagine waking up, looking outside your bedroom window to fog drifting in over the vineyards, and then by the end of the day, you're sitting out on your back terrace watching the sunset over the same vineyards that created the wine you have in your hand? And this is just normal, everyday life here in Livermore. Trust me, I've lived here for several years, and the whole wine country vibe isn't just a buzzworthy word that we all use. It really is your daily lifestyle here. So South Livermore sits right in the heart of Livermore wine country. We have over 50 wineries here, some within walking distance. And this isn't some fake tourist trap version of wine country. It really is the real deal. And here's a fun fact for you. Livermore, California is one of California's oldest operating wine regions, dating back to 1883. And we are home to America's longest continuously family-owned and operated winery, Kincannon. So not only are our wineries beautiful, they have a lot of history too. But what I love the most about South Livermore neighborhoods is you aren't just walking distance to winery here and there. Many of the neighborhoods, take mine for an example, is literally surrounded by vineyards. But what's crazy is the price difference in Livermore wine country versus other wine regions throughout California and the greater Bay Area. The price difference is staggering. So not only is it a beautiful place to live and raise your family, it's also a great investment, but more on the investment part in a minute. And here's something that most people don't realize about Livermore wines. We are actually crushing it. Livermore wines have won more medals at the San Francisco Chronicle Wine Competition than any other region in recent years. But unlike places like Napa and Sonoma, Livermore Valley makes these wines and still has a very unpretentious feeling that you just don't get in many regions that look like this. And speaking of Napa, the contrast between Napa wineries and Livermore wineries is insane. In Napa, you're used to seeing big buses pull up with herds of people getting off, waiting in line for tastings. In Livermore, they're not overcrowded at all. Shh, the secret's about to be out. You can walk in and literally sometimes have a conversation directly with the winemaker themselves. And this part about Livermore is truly what makes it feel so special and authentic to me. But hold on, beyond just wine, there's also other perks of South Livermore, and that's an amazing place to raise a family. But we'll get more to the family-oriented part of South Livermore in just a second. But before we go, I'm Amanda Elhassan. I'm your East Bay area local real estate rep, and I love helping families buy and sell in Livermore. So don't forget to follow and subscribe for more videos like this. So let's talk about why families love South Livermore. Get this, South Livermore ranks more family friendly than 98.7% of the other neighborhoods in California. That means that affluent families can give their children a childhood of both privilege and normalcy, which is really hard to find these days. First up, let's talk about the schools. South Livermore has the top-rated schools from Sunset Elementary, Mendenhall Middle School, and Granada High School. And let me tell you, I've helped tons of families move here, and education is what often seals the deal, and South Livermore truly delivers. But what's particularly cool is how the high level of parent education creates this culture of achievement and excellence in the schools. When 72% of parents are executives or high-level professionals, there's this community-wide focus on academic success. But beyond school, South Livermore offers plenty of outdoor spaces for children where they can run around and play and experience the outdoors. It's the kind of neighborhood where you still see kids riding their bikes outside or kids playing with their neighbors in their front yards. And the homes themselves, well, they're built for families. Many of them are large, with large lots, have plenty of bedrooms, even including additional office space. Many of the homes in South Livermore also have detached ADU units for multi-generational family living and plenty of space for families to move around. And when we get to the accessibility part that I mentioned earlier, you will see how South Livermore is truly extremely accessible to places like Silicon Valley. Meanwhile, these lifestyle advantages directly correlate with market stability, which is why South Livermore is a compelling investment opportunity for savvy investors. And the investment potential is exactly what we're going to look at next. Looking ahead, let's talk about why South Livermore makes financial sense. While luxury real estate can be all over the place during a market shift, South Livermore has shown remarkable stability. And here is the wealth building secret that no one's talking about. The vineyard-adjacent luxury properties create natural secrecy that protects values even when the market gets shaky. We're not building any more vineyard land in the Bay Area, period. And get this, when we look at price per square foot, South Livermore offers serious competition against other luxury Bay Area neighborhoods. In the first quarter of 2025, South Livermore properties averaged about $728 per square foot. Similar properties in Atherton averaged about $2,300 per square foot, and in Los Altos, about $1,800 per square foot. So as you can see, it's literally about a third of the price of other luxury Bay Area neighborhoods. But what's particularly attractive about this is that, as I mentioned earlier, 97% of these homes are owner-occupied. And what this does is it creates this cycle of property maintenance and neighborhood stability. Basically, when everyone has skin in the game, everyone really works hard to protect the neighborhood's appeal and value. Speaking of value, let me tell you about a recent sale in South Livermore that really speaks on value proposition. A 6,300 square foot home on 3.2 acres complete with a wine cellar sold for $4.2 million last month. A similar property in Woodside just went for $11.5 million last month. And the question that savvy investors ask me all the time is, how long do you think this price gap between South Livermore and other luxury cities will last? And looking at historical trends and current market conditions, all signs point to this value proposition and the gap narrowing. So now is the perfect time to get into South Livermore. But looking beyond the investments, what I really love about South Livermore is how it really has this indoor-outdoor luxury feel to it. Let's get into the outdoors of South Livermore. Now let's talk about what makes South Livermore truly so special. The natural landscape here provides a backdrop for luxury living that even all the wealth could not create in other Bay Area cities. I'm talking rolling hills, vineyard views, and protected space that change beautifully throughout each season of the year. Fun fact, we get about 260 sunny days per year in South Livermore. And this amazing climate truly lets you enjoy indoor-outdoor living practically all year round. So what this means is when you live in South Livermore, and if you have an outdoor kitchen or a pool or a gazebo, it isn't just for show, it's truly enjoyed all year round. So just imagine hosting outdoor parties where you have the fog rolling over the vineyards in your background, a nice cool breeze like we have today, and this is just your everyday life out here. Bottom line, South Livermore's geography creates stunning backdrops that you simply don't get in other luxury Bay Area cities. And one of the most unique features I see in South Livermore is you have luxury estates with beautiful gardens backed up to vineyards and rolling hills in the background. The owners here truly take pride and joy in the uniqueness of their special luxury properties. The extraordinary setting attracts top architects and designers who create homes that mix perfectly with the surrounding landscape. You'll notice how luxury homes here are designed to maximize natural light with strategic window placement, smooth indoor-outdoor transitions, and orientation that captures the best views while keeping your privacy. The architectural approach perfectly complements the family-friendly advantages we talked about earlier. During spring, the hills burn bright green with dots of wildflowers. Summer brings golden rolling hills that contrast the deep green from the vineyards, exactly like the season we're in right now. Fall gives you dramatic colors of the ever-changing grapevines, and winter you'll see the fog trickle in, and occasionally you can see snow-covered mountaintops in the distance. The seasonal transformation in South Livermore creates living art that is truly surrounded by every home. It's absolutely gorgeous. But here's where it gets really interesting. While South Livermore feels like it's miles away, it is strategically accessible to other major Bay Area cities. And this is super important for busy executives and professionals. Let's address the first concern that luxury buyers have when considering Livermore. But isn't it too far? And the answer may honestly surprise you. South Livermore offers a balance of seclusion without isolation. It's a private oasis with strategic access to Silicon Valley. And this is huge for execs who want privacy but connectability. So when it comes to connection, let me break it down for you. Highway 84 gives you direct access from South Livermore to Silicon Valley, while Highway 580 takes you directly to Oakland, Berkeley, and the connection to San Francisco. And get this, we're only 10 minutes from nearby Pleasanton BART station. So remember those family-friendly advantages? Well, the accessibility is a big reason why Bay Area families can move out here. Busy execs can enjoy their family lifestyle on the weekends while still maintaining their careers. And get this, Livermore actually has its own airport that manages private aircrafts. But for those who don't have private aircrafts, nearby major airports such as San Jose International Airport and San Francisco International Airport and Oakland International Airport. But what about daily stuff, not just your career? Downtown Livermore is currently going through one of the biggest transformations ever, with dining options like the upcoming Farmers Union restaurant that's going to have a rooftop dining area, places like El Campo that are going to provide Spanish-inspired tapas, and many more, all coming to downtown Livermore. It's also home to Bankhead Theater that has over 500 seats and provides cultural theater without having to drive all the way to San Francisco for the same experience. And looking ahead, healthcare is also making a major wave in South Livermore. The new Sutter Healthcare Center is set to open in late 2025. And this specifically addresses another key concern for Bay Area families, and that is access to healthcare. Now, the hidden convenience most outsiders don't know about South Livermore is the concierge services that have popped up to support the luxury community. From private wine tours and home chef services to property management, the service infrastructure has evolved to match the neighborhood's affluence. The service ecosystem here perfectly complements the investment potential that we talked about earlier in this video. And when it comes to traffic patterns, South Livermore residents often argue that they're happy spending the extra time in their car for the trade-off of the quality of life out here. A Livermore to Palo Alto commute will actually take you about 45 to 60 minutes. However, a Palo Alto commute to San Francisco commute will take you much longer just because of the condensity of people in the peninsula. So when you look at this, South Livermore is the obvious option for luxury buyers looking to enjoy their quality of life. So that's a wrap on South Livermore. It's easy to see why this luxury neighborhood has everything to offer, from amazing schools, luxury estates, incredible wineries, stunning views, rolling hills. If you're interested in learning more about South Livermore and why it might be the perfect fit for you, reach out today. You can contact me at hello@sellwithaeg to get a private tour of one of the best hidden gems in all of the Bay Area. I'm Amanda Elhassan, your local East Bay Area realtor, and I have helped dozens of families make the move to South Livermore, and I'd be more than happy to help you with yours today. And don't forget to subscribe and follow along for more videos on all the things happening in South Livermore.